Welcome back, fellow TerraTechers, to episode 31 of my playthrough. And I've done a few things since the last episode, but this may be the last episode. I am 5,000 points short of completing level 3 for this company, Reticle Research, and this job, once complete, gives me those 5,000 points. So I think it's the last job for Reticle Research. I also need a little bit more here to complete GSO. So I will probably carry on with a few jobs to finish that one off and get that to level 5. But we're getting close to the end of the campaign, as I see it. I have here a machine which is very close to one I built last time I did this job, and I had to watch someone on YouTube to figure out how to do this. It's a horrible gauntlet you have to run if you don't know what you're doing. You can waste a lot of time trying this. This is basically a machine which is entirely made up of batteries and missiles with some wheels to move it around, and that's pretty much it. There's also a couple of boosters on the back to help with a bit of speed through the sections, and we have to run a gauntlet, and well, you'll see when we do it. I've made a few changes to my primary vehicle as well, and you'll see there. I've put a really big gigaton cannon in the middle just for some laughs to see what it does. My understanding is it shoots half as fast with twice the power of the regular gigaton cannons. On the other hand, I also had to take off 4 of them to put that one in, to fit it in. And in fact, I had to remove also my cruise missiles to get the megaton cannons to fit side by side on there as well. I don't think the cruise missiles were doing all that much. I've added as compensation a couple more of these missile pods, and it's not going to tell me. Hawkeye BMBs they're called, which are quite good. And I've also switched out the solar panels. I had a GeoCorp solar panel. I've put in some of these Better Future solar panels in its place so that those should charge up a little bit faster. And on the back, I've removed the collector and replaced it with just a silo, which feeds into one of 2 generators, which the left one doesn't have to be anchored. It's a small GSO generator, doesn't have to be anchored, so it'll take any fuel units that it can take and just burn them and keep the power going, and keep the shields going. The one on the right does have to be anchored, but it will take anything. So if I've got some units that aren't fuel, I can burn them up using that. And then I've just got these 2 collectors on the back, resource receivers I should say, on the back, to pick up anything that I have along the way. I've changed the weapons a little bit, as you'll see, nothing major. There was a big something on the back, but it wasn't really necessary, so I've switched out for some repeater rifles, and then I've also stacked not 2 blocks, these things. Stop moving. Come on, tell me what you are. Oh. Tell me what you are. Well, they're those things from Hawkeye. They're just called machine guns, and they're fairly light, but they're good for close up because they fire rapidly. And all this stuff that isn't on the front is basically for little guys that sneak around the back, so I don't need anything big on the back. So we're going to do, I hope, 0 point holo, and the first thing we need to do is talk to Atom. Yes, excellent, you're here at precisely the right time. My orbital lasers have burnt out a perfect course for me to test your control over your tech. I've added a few of my toys to spice things up a bit too. Heh. These should serve to test your maneuverability, mobility, and firepower. You can choose if you want to fight them or not, but that would be pretty cowardly if you would just drive straight past them. Just saying. Do stay inside the test course though, it won't make for good results if you were to simply fly above all the obstacles. One last tip for you. Watch out for the anti-gravity projectiles. Getting hit directly with one of those is bad news. Move to the gates to begin the test. You may also notice that my BBs, my block bucks are rising up. I spent quite a lot of money. Here we go. So I'm just going to keep firing and moving, firing and moving. These wheels are pretty good for fast motion. Okay, this is the trickiest bit. I used to get stuck right here. There's a couple of these guys. They're not a problem for this bit of tech. Keep moving. Now there's a horrible spinner thing here that you can get caught on. Whoops. And indeed I did. But we'll get through it. We'll get through it. We're okay. We're okay. We've still got wheels. I lost a... Whoops. I lost something. Ah! Nah, I may have messed up because I got caught on the spinner. Wasn't paying attention. Okay. So I wanted to be able to fit through that space, which is one reason why I have quite a small tank. And we're back to the anti-gravs. Ooh. Oh. Ah, we're going to get caught in the anti-grav right at the last second. Say it isn't so. Okay. Made it. Although I see the pilot skill was also a very important factor, this is some great data. I'm off back to HQ. Here, take these spare 0-point energy guns I have. They should suffice as a reward for science. Reticule, grade 3. Still haven't maxed out on that one. What's that thing? Okay, the fabricator, various bits and pieces. I should have somewhere. Oops, where did that go? Wow, that's quite large, isn't it? Repulsor cannon and a sticky bomb launcher. Sounds kind of fun. And also these little things, dynamo generator. Now the theory of those is that they actually gain you power by driving along, so it's almost like having a furnace. From my experience, they don't gain you a lot of power, but of course if you stack a lot of them up, every little bit helps. I didn't seem to get what didn't I get? I didn't get the something I can just buy this stuff with, which I thought I was going to get. Deploy the grabber. Okay, so first time through on that wasn't too bad. Oh, what's is this the... No. It's a scrapper. That's a something else. So, I lost a front wheel, but only one front wheel, and one of my missile pods. But I got through, otherwise unscathed. That was not too bad a run, considering I haven't done that for a while. And still had some battery power left. Of course, the idea of all these batteries was to provide power for those shields so that I don't get destroyed. Now head back. Triumphantly to my main tech. I can pop this away for now. So that's an enemy. That was an enemy. New missions available at the trading station. Well, let's go and see what they've got. So really, 88 and 94. So I'm 6,102 experience short of completing. Now over here, I am replenishing my money stocks. Hello, hello. Somebody's landed over there. Better take them out. You never know. So I actually ran out of what I need really is the little gruntle AIs, the ones that can be attached to independent tech that you can just leave out running. Each of my cell stations requires a gruntle AI block, command block. And although I can put 2 or 3 mining places next week's cell station, I still ran out of cell stations. So this one's got 3, this one's got 3. What's he shooting at? That little guy. Gentlemen. Okay. Just to check the map. So I had checked this one earlier. So there's all my selling stuff. That's my grabber. I could head over to this one. Let's zoom out a little bit. So if we're right in the southwest of our explored area, and we've been quite a long way, I don't know who Tipsy Ray is and why Tipsy Ray is on the map. Maybe I should potter over there, but it's going to take a long time. If I mark Tipsy Ray's location with a custom waypoint, in terms of purchasing stuff, cab, brackets, various window pieces, I'm not sure why you need those things, but what I actually thought I was going to get and didn't get. Oh, okay. I'm not actually maxed out on reticle research yet. I hit level 3, but I haven't maxed out level 3, so I need another 20,000 points. Energy bowl inversion. Okay, I guess we're going to have to carry on with these things. Energy inversion bowl, I should say. 10,000 XP. And it's nearly 4 kilometers away. So my mistake. We've still got plenty of stuff to do. I've probably got enough money to keep me going for a while, so my suspicion is when I leave these here, they're going to stop producing. So when they do, I'll pick them all up and move on. Let's head towards energy bowl inversion. And I could do it with a flying or hover tech to get us there a bit quicker. The only thing about doing that is I'd lose all my battery power and have to recharge, so maybe I'll just drive. Oh, there's a BB station. I will. Oh, no, I won't because it's. I'll see if I can get to it and up this hill. It's a little bit awkward to get to, but it would fill out the map a little bit. Whereas he's up on the top of that ridge. Okay. And nice little gang of enemies to make me feel welcome. Oh, plenty of reticle research stuff here. Oh, he's coming, he's coming. Well, it's kind of him to land so close to the base that I can pick up some of his stuff. So we just came here to do the map because I don't think there's any missions we want to do. Okay, so we're heading up there. We don't want hover training. Dead drop. That's going to help towards GSO, so let's do that one. Find out where it is. Oh, I thought I just grabbed it. Let's try again. Dead drop. Accept mission. Okay. And I think that's just a regular block. Okay, where is dead drop? Back behind us. Our money has stopped coming in, I noticed, so it's time to pick up all our tech. Let's check this dead drop. It's going to get awkward getting over this hill. I expect I'm going to get attacked. No, I'm not going to get attacked. Okay, nice. Well, that's an easy 4,000 points. Right, onto the inversion bowl, which is in the opposite direction. So that the missions I particularly disliked playing this campaign, and they were a lot worse the first time I was through them, was that Zero Hollow, the slippery slope, and that was it. I don't think anything else was. Well, and the of course the anti-grav. How can I say nothing else? All the anti-grav missions were annoying because it's so difficult to control an anti-grav vehicle. It requires so many pieces to actually make it work, and as soon as one of those gets damaged or dropped off, it's uncontrollable. Hello, hello. There we go. Missiles always make the day. Hello, hello. I think that's just damage I did to myself. You'll notice I've got space around the big cannon. That's because it takes up all that space, which is kind of annoying because it just leaves empty looking spaces, but they are in fact occupied. A lot of those large tech weapons look like that. Oh, hello, hello. Invasion in 30. Okay. Well, let's get ourselves over here. I had been ignoring the invasions because I wasn't sure I wanted to deal with them, but pretty sure I can deal with them quite effectively now. So let's watch the invasion come in and then knock his socks off. Okay. Yeah, I don't think I want to leave. I think I want to continue shooting at you. Even if you're going to do me damage along the way. Does he stop moving? Oof. Maybe I shouldn't have messed with him after all. However, I can rebuild. He cannot. I guess that guy was tougher than I thought. In fact, okay, missing blocks. I'm missing the gigaton cannon, of course. But I can deploy new Big 10, which was the same vehicle, but with a slightly different array of weapons on the front, back to the old gigaton cannons. So we'll use the generator to power up our shields. If we could get the sun back, that would help. think the engine inversion bolt uses those anti-gravity cannons again, but as long as you keep moving, they're not a problem. So the idea here is, if I'm anchored, and I'm anchored by my central point at the moment there, so I can still rotate, which is nice. This one on the left, the GSO mobile furnace generator, will consume fuel chunks only, so I don't need to filter for fuel chunks, it'll just take them straight off the map, off the collector pad, this thing, the silo. And then this one on the right, the plasma furnace generator, needs to be anchored but will use any chunks to produce power. It's not as powerful, but I don't need to worry about filtering it again, because as you see it can burn anything. And I've also got my solar panels up, which means I must be getting sun power. And indeed, there is the sun coming up. Let's, if I can, I wanted to grab a, oh yeah, this one. There we go, screenshot of that. Sun coming up over the desert, always nice. And our power's back up to full. Let's try and finish off this annoying invasion guy. The invader. Let's try and do it without smashing my tech up, just trying to get there too. So one thing we'd like to have is the high ground. I seem to be boshing my nose on things a little bit at the moment. Indeed, I've knocked a couple of stud lasers off there, but I don't think they're helping in this particular fight. Okay, there he is. Let's see if we can get any of our missiles or cannons to hit him. Maybe if we're on an upper slope. Oh, I think I've got him on the run. Oh yes, that looks interesting. Now he has done me a fair amount of damage as well. I've lost a couple of wheels, but there's one right here I can stick back on for now. And I lost a few more, so I don't. I guess it's experience. I don't know if it's useful experience. Let's quickly check. Yeah, I don't know if that really made that much difference. Let's pop out another Big 10 and a grabber. Grabber can get that stuff. We'll switch over to this Big 10. Send that one away. Then we don't have to worry about trying to rebuild all the stuff. Okay, and this Big 10's already got his anchor out, because I had the anchor out when I saved it. Charging up reasonably quickly. I think I can actually grab those chunks, stick them in the furnace for a bit of extra power. I don't know if that invader left any other bits and pieces. I think nothing much really fell off him until that point. Already charged. Okay, heading off to meet Atom again if we can. This is going to be an interesting angle. That was the sound of somebody landing not too far away. I don't see them on the map though. I don't know why they have to have these poking out like this. They're not. I don't need to know that information. Okay, there's the entrance to the inversion bowl. Didn't trouble the scorers. So I think this would make a good another episode. So what I'm going to do again is stop here and then start again immediately recording the next episode.